You were telling me something about Rizza Islam.
So,
Tell us about that.
there's an Islam, everybody. Let me explain this to y'all. Shout out my cousin
Listen up.
over here.
Yeah, what up,
So,
what up, what
and
up?
actually, I want to shout out my cousin because he actually shared this with me. There's an Islam. It just announced that 1,000 lawyers
1,000 lawyers.
and 10,000 plus, excuse me, yeah, 10,000 plus doctors
Okay.
are taking the court, the CDC, and the World Health Organization over the jab.
Yeah. They're taking a lawsuit over the jab. If y'all don't know what we mean by over the jab, you gotta do your history. But we talking about the injection.
So what he was saying is that they violated all 10 Nuremberg codes. I think I shared those codes on my personal page. I might try to post it up, um, on here or whatnot. But yeah, man, like I'm excited about it. Um, Only thing that's bad is he does want people to detox from it very very quickly because it is they're saying that the stuff that was in this was very toxic, and the fact that it really was rolled out very quick,
Very
and
quickly.
it's just like we're the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Honestly, should have known it was something up with it, especially black people when your old boy Bill, old Bill Gates, talking about we want to give it to the black community first.
Yep. So, and I mean, and I keep hearing that it's not FDA approved. So what kind of shit is that? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Normally that's one of the first things they do before they put a drug out there.
Well,
they make sure. Yeah, like you said, they rush the hell out of it. They got 3 different versions. Isn't 3 Johnson and Johnson?
Actually, they got more than that.
Oh, they got more than that. Either way,
they got more, but there was a couple. There was a couple that were in several countries that was.
Oh yeah, before those, yeah.
Actually, I can't remember the one, but there was one. They banned it in Europe. It was so bad.
Wow.
And yeah.
Wow.
And they were trying to bring it here. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't do it, man. I mean, I keep hearing too much that tells me it's not for me. So no disrespect to anybody who got it, and if it's helping you, that's fine. You know what I mean? But I cannot do it right now. I can't see it. So, but yeah, we're gonna see what happens with this lawsuit, man. You said 10,000 doctors, man. Wow.
Yeah, 10,000
it's a lot of doctors who are backing this. And 1,000 lawyers.
And see, that's good because see what these people have been trying to do, like people like Fauci and stuff, they're trying to combat basically people that are trying to spread information about this, but they're trying to label it misinformation.
Right.
So that they be banned for their platforms and stuff. But now, since that might be overturned, that the people that they have their platform bans about speaking out this, they might get it reinstated. So I'm hoping.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping for, especially for Rizla Islam, because man, I mean, love him or hate him, I respect that brother because he does really good work. I believe he does really good research.
Yeah, he does.
I don't have to totally agree with him, but I like the fact that he's fighting for his people.
Yeah,
I love that, and I like seeing that in the champion. Let me give my man another hand.
Yeah, man. He's a very well educated brother. He's very articulate. I love that about him. You know what I mean? And he's always right on top of stuff when it jumps off. It's like he's just right there to give his commentary about whether it's good or bad, and I like that. And he's very articulate, so he doesn't miss a beat. So shout out to Rizza Islam. Like you said, you don't have to agree with everything he says because I don't agree with everything he says, but he's more right than he is wrong, in my opinion.
Before we get to the next topic,
yeah,
I forgot to share this. So I was scrolling down Instagram, I think Friday morning, kind of woke up, and someone shared a post on Twitter. I think someone, well, guy that I follow, I guess he got a screenshot of someone that shared something on Twitter and said was Malcolm X a valuable man or was a man of value? He only had $150 in his pocket.
Wow.
And the
Wow.
thing of it is, it's like, so we equate value
To
to how
money.
much money.
Some
So,
money.
so look, long story short, I wrote him a post. I can't, I don't remember the whole thing. I should have wrote it down or had a screenshot and kind of read it. But this is what I'll kind of paraphrase, like, basically what I would probably say, okay, so money is value. That doesn't necessarily mean money. You can have you can be valuable without money. If you
Right.
have a skill or you have empathy and stuff, that's value. You know what I'm saying? And so shoot, you got families of the world that control the world. They got money, but they're not valuable. They're detrimental to us. They got all this money, but see, you know what I'm saying? We get all caught up in this whole chasing the bag,
Yeah.
chasing the money. There's nothing wrong with having money. There's nothing wrong with having things. But I think our problem, especially in this generation, particularly our people, is just that we get caught up in like, oh, well, I ain't making money. I ain't nah. Like this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like we do this for the love. Yeah, we want to make money off this. I mean, that's the goal. But at the same time, we do this for the love. We love hip hop. We love black people. We love all people. You know what I'm saying? We love, that's what we do it for.
Yeah.
But, we try to be of value. Just like when we went to the Rock the Mic tour, shout out my other cousin, put that together in Statesville. I felt that we were doing good. We was a service to some of those people, some of those guys that was out there. That was one of their first interviews.
Yeah.
So, we didn't have the money, but we were valuable enough to provide those cats with their first interview.
Yeah.
So, man, I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Is money, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing you have to think about. Like, it's really, money, we have to have it in this plane to live here. We understand that. But is it everything? No.
Not at all. Not at all. And I'm gonna say this, man. When it comes to somebody like Malcolm X, I don't care if he didn't have two pennies to rub together. Number one, for me, he is a valuable man, and he's always a man of value as well.
Yeah.
He's a man of value because he's a man of value when it comes to family values. He's a man of value when it comes to spiritual values. You know what I mean? He's got tremendous value. And then he's also a valuable man because his legacy has pushed the black culture forward. No matter what you believe in when it comes to God or spirituality, he has pushed the black culture forward,
yeah, you can't deny that.
and not backwards. So he's both a valuable man and a man of value. So I don't know what y'all talking about when y'all ask that question. Just because he had $150 in his pocket. I mean, like you said, I don't care if he had two pennies to rub together.
Best example of that. Shout out to Immortal Technique when he said this. I forgot who the guy he said, but he lived in the Roman time. He was supposed to have been a god on earth, so to say. He had all this. I don't hear about him,
Right.
but I can guarantee you know who Jesus is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all need to do your homework on some of these figures, man. Like Mansa Musa. You ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
That was the richest man in the planet. And he was a black man.
Yes, sir.
Richest man on the whole planet.
Yes, sir.
Black man. So do your homework and check him out. It's a lot of people like that, man. They don't tell you about, especially in school. So but yeah. Now, did you have anything else before we jump into the next topic?
Man, let's get into the next topic, man.
Let's
had to share that, man.
No doubt, man. I'm glad you said that because I never heard of that, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't see that because that would have angered me, man. You kind of devaluing him by even asking that question about Malcolm X.
I mean,
you're devaluing him with the question.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm saying, man. Like we gotta really stop having this, tunnel vision. Like, oh, man, you gotta have money. No, there's like I said, there's people that have money.
Right.
Families in this earth that are very detrimental to the human race.
Yep.
And they're not valued for shit.
Exactly.
They might be able to buy up and all this stuff and all these, whatever it is, amenities, stocks and commodities and all this other stuff. They can do that. But it's just adding value to your life. It's just adding value to they might be adding value to their people.
Yeah.
But is it making value to everybody as a whole? See, Malcolm served everybody really with his message. Martin served everybody with his message.
Yeah.
Jesus served everybody with his message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to think on those lines when you think of value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, and that's more valuable than that question that was asked. So, all right. So we got to talk about my man Kwame Brown and his back and forth with Hasan Campbell. Howie's a little more up on it than I am, but I'm just kind of getting caught up right now. So, I saw the video where they were on live together, and Hasan was trying to confront Kwame Brown, and Kwame Brown's trying to confront Hasan Campbell. And I'm gonna let Howie kind of talk to it, and then I'm just gonna add my 2 cents at the end. So,
well, actually, there was some new stuff that came out, man. There was like, you watching the actual video
right
of them actually having the conversation. There's actually some other, not be messy to be honest with you, but there's actually other YouTubers, independent, still giving this information to Kwame Brown and others, digging into Hasan's past. Talking about really he wasn't molested by Africa Band.
Oh, wow.
He was actually in a relationship with Africa Band.
What?
Yeah, so we have that.
Wow.
We have, man, this one dude, I ain't gonna lie. Wow. Hollered when he said this shit. He's like, yeah, man, I was locked up in the joint with Hasan Campbell, man. Locked up in the joint. You know what my man did, man? Yo, he used to braid, man. He used to braid niggas' hair.
Shit.
He used to braid, man. He made niggas would grow out their hair. So my man would braid their hair and stuff. Man, he was in the competitions.
What? Not competitions.
Yo,
was he braiding snot boxes?
Yo, man. Yo, when he said that, well, I'm like, no.
Yo,
man,
that's funny, man.
Don't say it.
Don't
say it.
Right.
Yo.
I mean, and I have respect for Hasan Campbell, so I ain't even gonna say I don't respect him, but
yeah.
I hope that person is just stretching the truth a little bit. But either way, basically this let's kind of take it back a little bit.
Yeah.
So, it started being a back and forth between the two of them, where Hasan was talking about Kwame Brown, and Kwame Brown responded to him. And so that's what brought him to a head where Kwame Brown was doing a live and Hasan finally jumped on his live so they could confront each other, quote unquote, face to face. That's about as face to face as you're going to get these days on a live.
Yeah.
But basically, Hasan Campbell was saying things about Kwame Brown that weren't really as warranted as they should have been, because he even admitted that he was going based on other people inboxing him about Kwame Brown. And so he kind of jumped on it and just went in and just kind of stereotyped them. And that's what started it. So he did eventually apologize for it. But after the apology, it just kind of escalated more because Kwame Brown wanted more of an explanation of, yeah, that's cool, you apologize, but what was it that made you do that? What, out of what I did, I've been trying to do this message to help Black people. What made you jump in on it? What was the thing that I said? And, he really didn't have much of an answer for that, but it just got to a point where, they were arguing and Hasan Campbell was getting mad and getting emotional. He wasn't crying. I don't mean like emotional like that, but he was getting, you could tell he was getting a little upset. And, he didn't like, I think, the fact that Kwame Brown was bringing other people on the live who were kind of siding with Kwame Brown, like, yeah, Kwame's trying to do this, and you dissing him and this and that. So then it eventually got to the point where they had to mute Hasan's mic. He got off the live, then he got back on the live, and so that's the most that I've seen. And I do think that Kwame Brown was right for the most part, and Hasan was just getting he was letting his emotions get the best of him. If I have to say it like that. So what else has been happening since then?
Well, like I said, man, you just have other media outtakes, like you said, they
Yeah.
taking, giving information. 10 Toes Down, he's actually talking about there was an actual court date, I think August the 14th.
Okay.
August the
Okay.
14th, that he could take Bam to court
Wow.
for the
The molestation thing.
molestation. He keeps putting it off. That's
Oh
what Ten
wow.
Toes Down keeps saying that. Because Ten Toes Down actually said that, hey, I got my family lawyer. Let's do this.
Right.
And
Right.
then Son's like, yo, I got somebody, working on the door. Like, look, it ain't gonna take but 2 seconds. We can just do a phone call right now. Call you back. And he never called back.
Wow.
Not the
Come on, man. Yeah.
allegedly. So
I hope that's not the truth. But go ahead.
yeah, so yeah, 10 Toes Down was actually it's a 10 Toes Down TV. I think it's 10 Toes.
That sounds
But
about right.
he basically said that he was in a relationship with Africa Bad Bottom.
Wow, that's
Which,
crazy.
yeah, because he's like, well, it's like we like with Bee Stinger, we know it affected Bee Stinger because when Bee Stinger, got up there, he wanted to get his justice and get what I'm saying, and get whatever. And you don't really hear too much out of him too much anymore. You really
Right.
don't. You might hear him there, here or there. Like I know he was like on some type of documentary, which was kind of skewed. But he was on that. But with Hasan Campbell, it's more so like he's crying and then he's trying to outlast, and then that's where he kind of had like a tough guy persona.
Right.
And it's
Okay,
talking about the he just hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to push up this whole agenda, this whole persona, like, hey, I'm the tough guy, this, that, and that's why he talks the way he talks. But like I said, it's unfortunate. I really feel, sad for Hasan Campbell because it's just like if those two would have linked up together, man,
Right. They could have done so much more, man.
This would have been but the thing of it is him. What saddens me too, like when the other people started coming on and him fighting them, like these people didn't have nothing to do.
Right.
With
He
That's
cussing
what I'm
at them.
Yeah.
What the F is this nigga doing on here? Who the fuck is he in? Like, dude, calm down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's his life. He can have. It's not your life. You know?
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing about that. It was really a sad thing to see.
Yeah, I can bet, man.
Because I was expecting at least him to act. You know what I'm saying? To like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I fucked up. I apologize. This is why I did it. Okay, I was wrong about you. Okay, now we got that out the way. How are we gonna build? Building the, you said you're trying to do this stuff for the kids. How are we gonna build towards that? And the thing of it is like his focus, Hasan Campbell's focus was just on Kwame about like, you got money, you were rich more than you were poor. You can't relate to my struggle. I was up here,
right.
rocking niggas snap by, turn TVs off. And what I'm saying? Oh, that's another thing that came out. 10 Toes Down said Hasan Campbell really ain't got nobody.
Wow.
What happened was he went to jail for murder. He did go to jail for that, allegedly. But the thing of it is, the guy, I forgot the guy's name. He's dead now. He killed somebody, and he was going to kill Hasan because he saw it.
Mm.
And what he did was like, look, you're gonna take this fall.
Right.
And when you take, yeah. So that's when the murder case came up, and they found out that he didn't do it. That's why he got out.
That's how he got out.
That's why he was coming out saying like, yeah, I ain't got, I got bodies and stuff. I went in for a murder charge, like, but
wow.
You went in.
Wow.
That's not really what happened. So yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Especially in the time we in, man. Like we ain't got time to be
exactly.
Being a tough guy right now. We got to build.
We really do, man. We really do. And I mean, I really wish they could have just came together. It would seem like the conversation was making some progress in the beginning, But eventually, Hassan Campbell just really just couldn't. I think what it was, and this is my opinion because I've done this before myself. So I don't know if it's a New York thing or what, but maybe it's a New York thing. But sometimes in the past, I've done that where I've apologized to people, and I'm thinking, okay, that should be the end of it. Let's just move the fuck on. That's what you wanted, right? You just wanted an apology, and that's not enough. Sometimes you have to understand. Some people need a little bit more. They need to hear or understand your point of view. Why did you do this? It's not enough for you to just apologize. So it took me a while to learn that. So I've kind of gotten past that, and I think he hasn't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah.
He just thought if I say I'm sorry and apologize and say I'm being a man about it, he'll shut the hell up and we can just move on, and act like it never happened. But see, that's the thing. When you do that, you're still liable to have that same situation happen again if you don't really get to the root of the issue. So that's why Kwame Brown was kept pressing him like, okay, I appreciate your apology, but let's delve a little bit deeper into why this happened. Because I don't, I think he was looking at it like I don't want it to happen again. I don't want you as another black man to make the mistake of putting another black man on Front Street for no reason.
Oh, I
And
make one
yeah,
correction.
go ahead.
Hassan Campbell allegedly is not black.
Oh, he's not
Dominican.
Dominican. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, my bad.
Which I
But
don't know.
still a
I always
minority.
thought they were the same people.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty much black, but I mean
I just
they're
be like Godfrey. I know black. I know black.
right. Yeah, I mean it's just like somebody like
I know black.
it's like Fat Joe. He's Spanish, or I don't know if he's Puerto Rican or Dominican, but I think
Cuban.
is he Cuban? But
No. Yeah, he's Cuban. I think
yeah,
he's either
him.
Cuban or Puerto Rican.
And he still, he identifies mostly with black people. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I think they should identify that way, but some of them don't.
I know black.
I know black.
I know black.
yo, Godfrey is a fool, man. Godfrey is a pure fool. His impersonations just be on
Yo,
point,
man.
man.
But
But
continue. I'm sorry.
but
I
no,
didn't mean to
no,
cut
no, you good. I was just saying that I think that's what Hassan Campbell's issue was. He just wanted it to be a sorry, and then that shut the whole shit down. And now we from here we can just act like it never happened.
you.
Which that's cool, but that doesn't really get to the root of the problem because then you have that same issue in the future where you keep having to apologize to somebody instead of trying to fix what made you do it. Instead of him saying, you know what, some motherfuckers got in my inbox and said this, I'm not gonna listen to that shit no more. I'm gonna start doing my research and making sure that I'm 100% factual before I speak on something. That would have been what Kwame Brown was looking
And that's
for.
what Kwame Brown kept saying. Like, a man don't think. Oh, hold on. A man don't think. He don't say what. No, a man know. You gotta
Right.
do research and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he was speaking to me too because
Yeah.
I fucked up some shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that. I pull my shoulder out and pull my whole shoulder out.
yeah.
Whole joint linking and this shit. Like, God damn. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong about that.
And I mean, we all do that. We all
Oh,
make
yeah,
those
man.
mistakes, man.
Yeah.
So none of us are above that. It's
No.
just that some people don't grow as fast as others. Some people just let themselves stay in that same shit. And so Kwame Brown is just like, let this be a teachable moment so that you don't do this shit again. And Hassan Campbell wasn't really feeling that. He was just like, nah, I apologize like a man. So what else the fuck you want me to do? I ain't gonna kiss your ass. So fuck you and F your audience and all of this. It was like, yo,
I'm
dude,
going
what
to
you talking
Going
about?
to war. You know what I'm saying? You done
Right.
shaded the whole New York.
Right.
Shaded the whole New York. I'm trying to do my song now. Now I'm about to rock your snot box. Get the TV turned off.
Right.
I'm going to slam your lanky ass.
You know, it's crazy, man. But it is what it is, man. I hope they can get to the point where they can resolve this at some point. Because
Yeah.
I mean, Hassan Campbell was definitely, not representing manhood or the state of New York properly. You know what I
No.
mean? So don't do that, man.
And that's the thing, man. We as black people, this regional shit. Like, my man from up top, I've been here in North Carolina. We get along. That's how it should be. We shouldn't be on none of this regional shit. Like, oh,
Exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, I mean, we all have fun. Like, oh, Brooklyn in the house.
Right.
Like Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like LA. We have. It's cool to shout out where you're from, but like, really, what is that profiting you?
Right.
We still held down by the same systems of fucking each and every one of them, no matter what region you're from. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm sick of that region shit.
What Rakim said, it ain't where you're from, it's where you at. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
And that's just how it is. We gotta learn from the older guards, you know what I mean? So, represent, man. I represent North Carolina, just as much as I represent New York. I've been here a long time, so I can definitely represent North Carolina, even though I'm from up top, up top was my foundation, but
There's a lot of that's the thing. Shit. A lot of these North niggas, shoot. Your family member down here in the country down here, boy. Down there with them turnip greens, collards, goddamn grits, boy.
But you know what it is? You know what I find? It's kind of this ebb and flow thing. A lot of people from down here, when they get tired of feeling like they're too country, they move up there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people from up there, when they get tired of that hard city life, they move down south. So, it happens to a lot of people. A lot of people I know who are from here have actually moved up north to DC and New York and New Jersey because they're like, I'm tired of that country life. I want the city life now. And, it happens to both, some people in the city get tired of that and they want some country life,
I'll tell you what. Give me, I'll take a damn tractor. I'm for real, yo. Like, I ain't got no tractor or nothing like that, but hey, I'll take a land tractor, be, chill any day.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Like, I mean, the older I get now, it's like, I don't, the city. Like, when I was younger and stuff, like in my 20s and stuff, yeah, I kind of wanted to go to the city to get that. But now that I'm older, like, I kind of just want to chill and, I mean, I want to be around people, but I don't want to be like around like a whole like roaches around.
Yeah,
nah, I don't want that.
Yeah, man, that's life in New York, man. It's overcrowded, boy. So you get
in there,
you get used to it. It's like they said, it's the city that never sleeps,
Yep.
So I
like
mean,
your damn dog.
man, motor mouth over there just. I wish I could just throw something from here, wouldn't hit it, but But we joke because my dog be snoring in the background hard, man, But she'll be all right, She leads a hard life, She got to get up and use all her energy to eat, and then go back to sleep,
Man.
She got a lot going on, you know what I mean?
Oh,
she got to walk all the way over to the bowl, eat, chew. It'll take a lot to chew, And then she got to rest it off, She got to rest.
Yeah, you think about you too.
So if y'all ever hear a little motor revving in the background, that's what that is, All right, so but yeah, that's all I had to say about Hasan Campbell and Kwame Brown. Did you want to say anything else about them?
Nah, that's it, man. I mean, other than let's continue to pray for the situation.
Absolutely.
Real talk, because I mean, I like what Kwame Brown is doing. One thing I will say that's positive. There's some negatives about Kwame too, but the positive thing I can say, I feel that he's championing the regular people. He's bringing people.
I agree.
That's something I commend him for. I also like the fact that he's trying to talk about getting people these trades and the coding, and he's really, really pushing that. There have been other programs. I think that's something we need to start doing. We need to actually, like on this platform, maybe if we can just like once every episode or so, we actually post maybe some type of coding or some type of job or whatnot, so people can be motivated. Like, okay, if you have this and you get this, this is what you can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that way we can like post and actually get some more people, get people to actually be more involved. And that way we can play a part in actually getting some people to get into these fields here.
Absolutely.
And there's other trades and stuff that you can get into besides coding and because he mentions like truck driving, but You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing he's truthful about too. Some of these jobs that have these the company policy, yeah, they damn near silence you. You can't say nothing, mention nothing. I'm thankful that I don't work in an environment somewhat like that. But I mean, yeah, man, some of these corporations got you by the balls. Like with me and my girl, we was talking about this one lady. You know how these people have the memes,
Mm-hmm.
and like this one girl, she was like a meme. I forgot she had like one of the face, but there was like a lot of stuff that was attached to it.
Okay. Okay.
And when she went to the job was like, well, since you got that meme and you got attached to a lot of stuff, we don't have to let you go. And it's like, dude.
Wow.
But the
Wow.
thing of it is, like, instead of doing that, how come they couldn't utilize, like, hey, the meme girl, the girl that you follow on the meme, she works here. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been a great accent to the company. But no,
Yeah.
they didn't want, but that's the thing. And it's like, she couldn't control that. Someone took, a picture
Right.
and made it viral.
Exactly. Come on, man. That's stupid to
Yeah.
me, man.
So,
That's
yeah.
just very stupid.
So I think it is important to get these trainers so you can,
Yeah.
you can do what you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Before we get to our last topic,
Yeah.
let's just make sure to hit those buttons: like,
Like,
share, subscribe,
yep,
like, share, subscribe,
yep.
like, share, subscribe.